Hey guys, Gods here, and today I'll be going over my preferred talent tree for the Ret Paladin PvP. In the corner is my PvP build. Not everyone may use this build, but it's one I've grown to really like. As a Ret Paladin, your spec is really all about how you like to play. Most things in your talent tree you need, aside from Eye for an Eye and Sanctity of Battle, which I think are really a waste of points, seeing as you don't really use haste, and the magic resistance is, you could get something better. I prefer using the improved Hammer of Justice over spending points in Guardian's favor. The reason being is most of the time my freedom is either purged or spell stole. I still use Hand of Freedom when I can, but the longer duration just isn't as valuable as the faster cooldown of Hammer. Also, I only put one talent point in Acts of Sacrifice, only for the movement and parrying removal of Cleanse, which is almost as good as Hand of Freedom. I find a lot of fights it's easier to cleanse than Waste of Freedom, especially against mages. Another arguable talent is Divine Storm. Not every Ret Paladin uses it, but I find it useful against stealth enemies, especially against Night Elves, Shadow Meld, because there's not really much you can do against that, so I just come up in Divine Storm and then go on from there. And now we're going to talk about glyphs for Ret Paladins. Your prime glyphs are Templar's Verdict, Exorcism, and Judgment. Your minor glyphs are Hammer of Justice, Ascetic Crusader, and Hammer of Wrath. Hammer of Wrath can be replaced with Cleansing, depending on which one you prefer. Either way, it just saves you a little bit of mana. Your minor glyphs are Seal of Truth, Blessing of Might, and Blessing of Kings. They're not very useful, all they do is reduce a little bit of mana cost. For stat priority, basically all you need to worry about as a Ret Paladin is Strength and Mastery. So Strength is greater than Mastery, which is greater than the 5% hit you need for PvP, and then after that all you really need is Resil. After Resil is Crit, and Expertise is basically worthless, so whenever you can, reforge Expertise to Mastery when possible. And now we're going to talk about gems. For your red sockets, you want Bold Inferno Ruby, which is 40 strength. For your yellow sockets, you want Skillful Ember Topaz, which is an orange gem. That is 20 strength and 20 mastery. For your blue sockets, you want Etched Demon's Eye, it's a purple gem, which is 20 strength and 20 hit. And last but not least, your meta gem, which is a Reverberating Shadow Spirit Diamond, and that is 54 strength and 3% additional crit. Your rotation as a Ret Paladin is all about priority. 3 Holy Power, Templar's Verdict is greater than Hammer of Wrath. Hammer of Wrath is basically equal to Crusader Strike, depending on your range of the enemy. Those two are greater than Judgment, which is basically equal to Exorcism, depending on if Exorcism is procced or not, and if you need to gain ground on the enemy, and all of those are greater than Holy Wrath. If you have absolutely nothing to use Holy Wrath. Alright, here's the last thing in my video, and that is my one-shot macro. This is probably the most important thing you have as a Ret Paladin, because this is where your burst comes from. To use this, you must have 3 Holy Power built up, and don't forget and accidentally press it if you don't have 3 Holy Power. It will mess you up greatly. And this is what I have in my one-shot macro. Slash roar to make sure I hit the button, make sure I know to hit the button. It's kind of funny. Slash cast zealotry, slash cast inquisition, slash cast cataclysmic gladiator's badge of victory, which is my PvP trinket, used trinket for strength, slash cast guardian of ancient kings, and slash cast avenging wrath. For the cataclysm trinket, just replace that with your used trinket. Make sure you have a used trinket and not an equip one. Otherwise you'll be missing out on a lot of burst.